back again for another week that can only be described again as an absolute shit show. I'm happy to report though that all 14 managers have offered me their complete loyalty for the week, not a single resignation in this government. Topical. Lovely. So we'll start tonight with one of the informed teams against one of the top rated teams. We have Sunfields excuse me, of Wales. Who can very much pull away from the chasing pack with a victory here. Whereas Flamingos can very much put the pressure on those teams in and around them in terms of points. Wow, what a professional start. You know, oh, what an absolute omni shambles. Oh, away we go. Fuck, you know. Slight changes this week in terms of personnel for Swanee. Forced, in fairness, by a lot of injuries in the squad, in particular to the main man Roy Carroll, who, though conceding 1 goal a game, has played all 15 games so far this season. So Mark Schwarzer gets his chance, with Swansea legend Roger Freestone ably backing him up. Damien Lacey would have been on the bench were he not out injured. So Matt Jones, Leicester City, I'd say legend, but ex-player is probably as far as I can go with that. Comes in on the bench. Excuse me. Hello, Mr. Fifey. Good to have you, mate. Hopefully the sound, the sights, the political banter is all coming at you live, unfiltered and uncut through Twitch and YouTube. As just talking through quickly last week's frankly destroyed Sandfields FC. Ball's just blown in the oven. Oof. So you can't see what you're cooking. Was that more integral, a bulb in an oven? Is it not just, unless it's one of them easy bake ovens where it's the heat from the light bulb is what cooks everything you eat? Or did you try and put your microwave ready, oven safe Brexit into that oven and that's what broke the bulb? Just heavily weighted down with bullshit. That was a problem. Hey, excellent news. Afternoon, Monsieur Mourinho. I'm trying to get your game on next after this one, as I can. I can't skip past this one, I'm afraid. And that's the lineup. Not a lot of changes apart from again an enforced one as the main man Mark Kerr. This is the exact sort of banter you've got to look forward to. Mark Kerr dropped for Danny Tiato, Joey Dunn onto his unfamiliar right hand side in the only change to the last match out. As you can see, there is no whip bobbing in that one. We'll stick around as long as I can. Up the fucking me. The knights that say me. Crack on. The sensible money would obviously be on the Flamingos as the winning bird-based team. And there you go, there's Julio Arca with the first goal of the game. And the main man, Ibrahim Saeed, gets an early red card. Yes, shippers, welcome, mate. Sorry, I've got a backlog there in my throat of Tory bullshit that I've been been force fed for the last 12 years. Oh dear. Wow. Julio Arca. And a second red card. Oof. Now, what did we say before about if two players get sent off? I think I went with put centre back at every corner. Yeah. Maintain 3 at the back. I'll have a look at it at 60 minutes. But this is the worst possible start for the Swans. And this could end up being a flamingo-shaped bloodbath here. And the bad luck for Swanee and his Sandfields team, who in fairness haven't been massively outplayed on the face of it. The problem with that statement, Fifey, is I'm not convinced that people knew what the fuck they wanted or what they were voting for. But enough about politics. I haven't seen... Ignorance is no excuse. It's not an excuse for me, but it would be the excuse that certain other people may use. I'm going to make one little change there. It's not like I can bring Taribo West off. He's got no defenders on the bench. Perfect timing, legends. You are 2-0 up against 9 men, and I was just about to make some changes for you, as you can see. 2-0 up against 9 men. Just about to like politicians are currently owning up to their decisions. Their bad, poor decision making. They're owning their decisions, are they? Oh wow, exactly. Evening Mats, welcome. We're all slowly filtering in. I'd love to see it. Did you want any changes, Alan, while I'm on your screen there? Change I was going to pop in was Agahawa for Medina, and then dropping Tiato further back. But obviously now you're here, I will leave it in your capable hands while I go and grab myself a drink. Like Howard DMC for Medina. Absolutely zero fucks to give at all. Not only do you want to beat Swanee, you now want to embarrass him. Disgusting. Any more changes, Alan? Are you done with that? Oh dear. Give me another little second there, and then I shall crack on. I do not want for massive changes, especially 2-0 up against 9 men. I'll leave that be. I'll give you a little bit of time to switch it up if needs be. I think I'd be inclined, if it were my team, to drop Mark Schwarzer in. But I think you're going to have to sort of hope for the best at this point. In fact, no. Let's not do that. Let's try something a little different. Let's bring Dean Richards on for one shot. Back it up. Drop Sand back into the defensive midfield and hope, and maybe even fully defensive, direct passing. See if it can sneak anything. See if that does anything. I don't think it will do. See how we go. Because with 9 men, I mean, it's not done anything. Oh, I thought that was a hat-trick for Julio Arca then. He was having the game of his life at the minute. Absolutely tore even. Phil Neville, a new arsehole there in that game. And I mean, I'll be honest, that was obviously not going to change at any point. But keeping that a 2-0 defeat at that point, I think is probably the best you can allow for. After half an hour gone, you chalk that one up to bad day at the office. Fuck it off and hope for the best. Now, presumably, the next match up is gonna be. Oh, you prick! Another fucking rejection. Prick. Obviously couldn't bring him in with Wayne Bridge still in my squad. So he had to be shipped out first. Excellent. So we do have the league games to play first. I'm glad of that because I've got some fucking bullshit OFC Champions Cup games to bloody play. So, first up then, we will go with, as I said I would, the game of the night will start off first. If Tato is still here in the chat. He is indeed lovely. Tato has been mashed. Wow. Okay, right, so we will then kick in to the first game with Dukla Prague making 0 changes, and why would you? On the run he's on, Stu would be daft to change anything. On the other hand, minimal interest, also on a rich vein of form. So again, why would you make any changes? Tato, of course, has changed everything. By everything I mean personnel and a slight tweak in formation. Went with the formation he actually finished the game off last week. Defoe maintains his place. Third game in a row. Nothing doing in terms of goals yet. There we go. Keep the lads on the toes. There we go. This has got all the makings of a very, very, very good game. Close in the early sort of 10 minutes, and there it is. The first goal goes to the home side. And an unlikely scorer in the centre-back, Kamuna. Have to keep it until that's one. Oof. Inches wide. I thought that might have been a perfectly timed first shot on target for Duckler there. But that has been a dominant performance from the home side. Unfortunately for Stu, that has not gone to plan. Presumably, Tato the Tinkerman will have some sort of changes to make at our time. So I'll give him the option to have a look at his team whilst I promote the stream on Twitter. No sub, still 60. Oof. We do this and can see, yeah, exactly. That's very, very likely in fairness. Nothing doing in terms of injuries. I think. Ooh, Dragon. Dragon's potentially injured. It might be time for God to pop on. Enter. Well, exit the Dragon. No, Mrs. S is not within earshot, Five Dog. Presumably you are hoping to organise a trip to the cinema at some point. Now I need to work out how to send. Where's my Kenmon cow emoji? Get bits. Do I need bits? No, I don't need bits. There's my Kenmon cow emoji. There it is. Kenmon cow, you legend. Her social life is stopping mine. Yeah, in fairness, I think she is going out on Friday, to be fair. How do I do the... Where's the fucking... Right, sod it. We'll crack on from there. Hopefully best. I'll try and get it up to 60. Tato. Oh, there's your equaliser. Kamir Cabello. Ably assisted by the Pompey Prince himself. Yes, of course, mate. Not a problem. We did obviously mention that beforehand. Edit, stream info. There we go. Right, share, copy. Lovely. You dirty dog! I cannot believe you would dare drop me to go to the cinema with a potential bang. Unbelievable. Where's your honour? Where's your loyalty? Where's your bros before hoes? Red to AMC. Aquinaga. Fucking hell. For Cater. And then put Shootos on for Defoe. Not a problem. Righty so, mate. Okay. Can anyone else do the bloody Ken Moncow emoji? I don't really know how I managed it, in fairness. I'm sure I've set it up so that everyone can do it. Any changes? Headman's having an absolute worldie. Let's see. Bertie's having a bit of a shocker. That's just because he's old. I think that's a Berbatov shout. I think probably while I've got the upper hand, certainly look to be the better the two teams second half. I think we'll crack on. See how we go. And there we go. As I said, seemed to be dominating the second half, and it was only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Oh, Rayad's offside. I thought that was the equaliser. The man who I say, there's the equaliser. I was just about. It's been disallowed again. Oh, Rayad. Oh dear. The words coming out of my mouth were the man who has a goal disallowed without fail every week has two disallowed inside a minute. Oh dear. Rayad offside twice. Oh dear. Love it. No 5 feet. What I was watching earlier, what I was going to pop on my phone so I could still watch, was the England women's game, as I got a free bet on it. Looks like there's been no further goals. It was 1-0 at half time. Looks like it's still 1-0. But I need 3 goals and a Lauren Hemp goal or assist, so I don't think that's happening, in all honesty. But fuck, it was a free bet. Never mind. Oh, and Ellen White to have 2 or more headed shots on target. She's only had 1. But yeah, that's a sickener again for Tato. But a fantastic result. Fucking brilliant result for. You should be raging, in fairness, Tato. Brilliant result for Stu. Well worth the result there in the end. Probably the tactical changes from me that helped it a lot. Oh, sorry, mate. Hang on. I tell you what I'll do is it'll be the last thing on the video. I'll do player stats for you. In fact, no, hang on. Can I do? Let me go back into it. No, never mind. I'm not skipping your game, mate. I was saving it till later, because Matt is also here, or at least he was. Hopefully, he's still here. In fairness, actually, Shippers was here as well. So yeah, we will do your game, 5 feet. We'll get yours out of the way, mate. You did make a change, and I didn't do it before the game. Why is he more important than me? Everybody's more important than you. There we go. Because you will be here until the end, you fucker. Matt's here as well. Lovely. That was the tactics you wanted to go with. That was the change, wasn't it? 5 feet. If you can just confirm for me, so I know I'm not gone mad. That's wrong. Okay. Let me go back and read the message. We should do this. No, you're right. It's that as well, isn't it? Don't yeah. There we go. I was close. And the first game of the season for new signing, Sunday Elise, Nigerian legend. I believe, and now Mr. Rodeo Bibbins is involved. Evening. Sunday Elise was part of that fantastic Nigerian Olympics team, along with JJ Catchers, Celestine Babayaro, Gabalawal, Haruna Babangida, Kanu. Very good Nigerian team around about this sort of period. Is it Elise? Could be Olise. I've always said Sunday Elise. Somebody. Oh yeah, I tell you what. I say somebody. What I mean is Dan at some point will pick me up. Nigeria under 75's Olympic squad. There you go. I'm sure there was a very, very good Mundial, however you want to pronounce it, podcast that really delved in depth in that Nigerian team. Went through the squad, spoke with some of the players in there. Olise, yeah, okay, good. I'm usually right. Yeah, the Nigerian Olympics Dream Team, they called it, 1996. There we go. Yeah, I thought it was right. Yeah, only sort of personnel changes, again brought on by the fact that or Olise, yeah. Dalmat is finally fit to start, and obviously Elise is involved for the first time. Also, Charlie Miller's injured, so had to bring a few extra bodies into the mix. No changes, unsurprisingly, for the Granny Bashers after their very, very good 3-point and needed 3 points against Really. So there's 4 points out of a possible 6 for them now. Hopefully that means it's a bit of a turnaround for the Doctor. And another member of that Olympics team, Victor Ikpeba, is involved early on. First goal for the Superstars. Kelvin Sebwe, a Liberian. George Ware, adjacent Kelvin Sebwe. Daniel Amakachi also would have been in that Nigeria 1996 team. One would imagine. A very, very well-deserved lead for the Superstars. Not much went on in that first half, if I'm honest, apart from the goal. Couple of shots, not a lot else. Any changes, Fifey? I would be probably inclined here to drop one of the 3 defensive midfielders. No worries, shippers. I shall leave it be. Superstars are definitely on a roll, mate. Whatever drugs you are injecting into their veins, it's clearly the. In fairness to him, Tato, he did have bids in for a very good striker, but the striker rejected him eventually. So, unfortunately, he, at the same time as having a bid in for Sunday Elise, he we delayed that by a week to try and get the striker across the line, but it didn't work, unfortunately. So no. There is plenty knocking around the league as well, and I did see a little message to Super League winner Steve Wright last night, asking him if he's got any spare strikers knocking about. Because Carl Court aside, Virus is not swarmed for options. Are you making any changes, Farby? What? Grabbers and swap with Foe. Coelho, Court for Foe. Yeah, no problem. Like so, and then Foe for Carl Court. Bellamy left-sided. Miller middle, Dunlap right. Like so. Reminding you again that you do have to have 2 players out wide. Perfect, lovely, there we go. So we'll crack on till 60 then, as both managers are involved. Will there be a little bit more action in the second half? Or will it be me with a little more conversation? Seemingly, it is me with a little bit of conversation and not a lot of action. Some very good ratings there for the superstars. I think that is definitely getting the tactics right here. Potentially some personnel shifts. Do Amber Beto not pulling up any trees at the moment. I'd be inclined anti-football tactics from one of the most expansive and attacking managers in Super League history. I think you can really call a 3-4-3 anti-football. Well, he has a quick look. Fifey can have a look. Far worse ratings wise on this side of the pitch. Presumably this is where the manager earns his money. Keep the same, no problem. Score out with a real 3-4-3. Okie dokie. So have you got a 3-4-3 tactic? No, you don't have a 3-4-3 tactic. Okay, so no, leave as is, or leave the you're going to move people. Cool, right? That's fine. I assume that's what you meant, but let's CC swap with Banera. No problem. It's probably not the first change I would have made, I'll be honest. Elise with Banera and full arrow. Okay. Gravison solo DM. Okay, Muff for Banera. Get up top. Okay. Throw middle up at 2 as a 3, and then leaving the arrows as we are. Anything for Yeah. Cool. Court middle striker. Yeah, makes sense. Done. Lovely. Alright, let's see if we can get more than 4 shots at the end of the game. Certainly seems to be a bit more, I say a bit more, very, very little bit more on this side of the aisle. There is why we slow down the commentary, build up the tension, equaliser, 4 minutes of added time. Is there going to be another twist in the tail and other cliches? Oof. That could have been the last chance of the game. Or is it? Alan Kelly, what a keeper. Here we go. On the half, Alan Kelly again. Unlucky. Probably deserved in the end, and I'll be honest, 5 feet, I would play that from the start next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that tactic as 5 feet plays less shit. You've not won that 5 feet because you were shit for the first 65 minutes. And yeah, as Dr. Shipper says himself, you both scored the same amount of goals. Very good performance from Alan Kelly, and to be honest, most of the team, but Beto aside, it's got to be his last chance now, surely. Having an absolute fucking shocker, just going downhill fast for the superstars, but that's 3 games unbeaten now. You can't turn your nose up at that. So, as I started, we will, if Matt is still here, hopefully so. A few changes there. And just in case Matt does disappear, I'll grab his instructions up, because Matt is always good enough to give me 60-minute subs if needs be. Lovely, there we go. So, subs at 60, please. Lovely, no problem at all. I've got your subs available here. Your options, obviously, but as you're here, we'll obviously we'll get you sorted, mate. Right. So cracking, absolutely no changes. Oh no, shitloads of changes. I forgot about this one. There's your anti-football. 7-2-1. Couldn't remember what game week it was, so this is probably game week 9. Formation for the Knights. This was sort of brought out kind of out of necessity with the suspension of Mileski. But yeah, to be honest, the options that Hodgie has available are all at defensive midfield. So it doesn't really shock me that he's playing 4 across the defensive midfield area. Even one of his defenders is a defensive midfielder. So it's fair, probably fair. It's probably the best formation available to him, in all honesty. But let's have a look to see how we go. 2 not massively informed teams at the moment. Knights have been doing marginally better over the last go. There you go. Just as I said that, Mizel Mounge pops up the first goal of the game for the away team. And there we go. Brought back into the team this week, the Romanian goal getter has done exactly that. He's gone and got a goal. Monge 2, Rodney. Monge 2. No, just the one for Monge so far. Obviously no subs till 60 for Matt. Dawson's not having a good time at centre back there. I think probably wait till 60 and it might be. Do we have a look there? But I'm going to wait because there's a lot of yellow cards there. If you're happy, Matt, I will crack straight on till 60 minutes. I know that's your usual, but as you'll hear, I will just give you a second or two, just in case. We'll look at the match stats there. Not massively one-sided either way. Slightly better of the game, you'd probably say, for the away team, but not too drastic, I don't think. I'll give Matt another couple of seconds. Lovely. No more goals in the England women's game. That's annoying. Free bet's not going to come in. Right. Straight through till 60. We'll have a look at it for both teams. Oof, there's a second goal for the away team, which probably... Oof, unlucky. Does mean there will be changes afoot. So we got Mackenzie for Barnes, although Barnes is playing very well. Zane for Javon is the other option, but I will let Matt have a look, see if there's anything else he might want to do, or if indeed if he wants to even do that with the way the game has panned out so far. Gav for Williams, no problem. Good player, it's Gavilan. Any more for any more, mate? Good positive attacking changes there, to be honest. Like for like in terms of the striker, freshen it up a bit. Welsh and Costa to centre mid, like it. Arrows at all there? Will we see Dunn going into attacking midfield? Really getting attacking. This is one of the teams I'm surprised aren't doing a little better in fairness. There's a lot of players on this team I really like. Eduardo Costa I love. Houcher as well. Great. Gavilan I like, as I just said. Seb Barnes is great on a free. David Dunn I tried out in the Super League under my reign for a little bit, as I'm a big David Dunn fan as well. Done to ACM, lovely. With arrow like so. Or are we leaving the arrow off? Michael Gove has been sacked. as he's asked Boris Johnson to quit, and Boris Johnson has refused. What a fucking shock. What an absolute clown circus. Right, lovely. Take that. Probably nothing really needed in that case. Dawson's sort of picked up a little bit. Maybe have a look at one of the two defensive midfielders having a little drop out because they're both on yellow. So I know, mate. I know. In fairness, my MP, who is a Tory, I couldn't do anything about that fucker getting involved. It was one of the resignees earlier today. Which is about the best thing he's done. Fuck off. I don't think there's anything else needs changing there drastically. Play through till the end, see if really, with those attack-minded changes, can bring about an equaliser. Here we go. This is the attack. If it's going to happen. 6-yard box. Oh, that was the chance. That was the chance. Couldn't quite make it happen. But there's your difference. Only 2 shots on target at 6. And with the striking options available there, you would suggest that probably they're better on paper than that. Zayn, Javan and Mahalcha. So that's a real shame there for really. It's fortunately another loss for them. It does put the Knights right behind me now. And takes them above Co-Roma. So that does put them really back into now the playoff mix. Especially after that Sandfield's defeat. I won't be playing in the league tonight. Neither will Asnar, so we can't really catch up. But otherwise, it's a good result for the Knights anyway. Very good result. Right. Dan is here. And I've not seen Rox or Thacker. I've not seen Ebbs either. So, Dan, would you like to see your formation for the first time? Ta-da! So this has been tested to within an inch of its life by Steve. Love to see a shipment point. Excellent, Rox. Good to have you, mate. Well timed as ever, as your game will be on next. Yeah, I mean, probably you are going to get beaten by 4-4-2. But yeah, here you go, Dan. If you're still here, Mr. Rodeo Bibbins, this is the team that Steve's put together. As Ebbs has not made a single change to his formation all season. Surely he's not going to have changed his formation this time around. Well, of course he has. Suspicious tactics theft there. It looks very, very similar to something that we may have seen. Some sort of massively talented ball bags early on in the season. Suspicious looking tactic there, but obviously, as Steve has tested and tested and tested, this is the week. Ebbs made some changes. Christophe Dugarry makes his long-awaited debut now that he's back fit. Off the back of last week being brought up from the reserves after playing a reserve game. Unbelievable. And if you're wondering whose tactic this may or may not be stolen from, have a look where Petr Cech is in the lineup there. And we'll see if this formation rocks or not. Here we go. So this would see Sack. I was about to say if they win, this would see Sack go back top, and that's certainly the way it's panned out so far. Steve earlier described himself and Dan as the Gerard Houllier and Roy Evans of the shit league, and I think with that comment there, Dan, that is very much put you in the Roy Evans hot seat there. Very one-sided again for the away team. There's been a lot of away team action so far. I mean, far more created than usual for Ebbs, I'll be honest. More like Janine and Barry Evans. Would that put you at the top or the bottom of the cliff, Dan? And we know Steve's got a voice of an angel, like Barry Evans himself. I will have to, for the final, get Steve to belt out the national anthem live for us. Mustang Sally, love it. Right, so presumably, presumably, Dan, you are letting this one roll, as you said. Look at condition for you as well. I know you love a condition. Ooh, potential thigh injury. Oof. Voice of an angel, scrotum the size of its wings. Unfortunately, that voice and that angel have laryngitis. So, yeah, let it go. Lovely. We will make like Elsa and let it go. If I remember rightly, he wasn't that asked about potential injuries, so let that one go, I believe. Just hold. Oof, couple of potential injuries. Alright, we'll crack on till 60. As I know he's not bothered about potential injuries. He's Ebbs, and we might see. Oof, there's a second goal now. I think that might change things. Ooh. I'll tell you, we'll go to the sack first, as it seems like Dan is not going to get the sack in his temporary manager role. He's basically the brains of the operation. Of course. Condition. Apologies, Dan. As I said, Addo with a potential injury. Jax with a potential injury. That's about it. I don't understand the setup, so leave it. No problem at all. Already working on an anti-football tactics. I like it. Right, let's see what we can do to... I think Diggory's not worked, in all honesty, so we'll get JG on. Let's give London a run out. See if that makes a big difference. I doubt it. I think that's all that's worth doing, really. That's a lot of shots on goal there. Can the DAW and AAFC get back into it? No, they can't even finish the name of the team before the game's over. So another very good victory for the Sack. Maintains their status at the top of the league. No changes for Gonna Be Good. 4-4-2 for Thacker again. Looked slightly better last game out. They did obviously lose, but they looked less shit. So that's a good start. Now, an updated tactic file. Otherwise, a few personnel changes at the back, enforced by Michelini's suspension, which nobody at all is shocked by. How many suspensions is that already this season? 5 yellows, 1 red. That's his second suspension of the season. Love to see it. Yeah, other than that, just a little bit of a tweak under the hood, supposedly. We'll see if that makes any real difference for Nicolas Cage. Not a lot of early running so far, but you'd suggest that the away team again are having the run of the ball. Nothing created at all from the home side. And the inevitable. It had been coming all half, in fairness. Very, very much deserved on the face of it. And is that? It is his first goal. First goal of the league for Pablo Guede. Richard Wright having a very good game, and he's needed to. He's very much needed to there. Not a lot of obvious changes there, to be fair. Potentially Arshavin for Rares, because I don't think Rares is very good on this yet at 18. Van Persie again, I don't think he's great yet, so I'm going to do Van Persie. No worries, Rocks, I will do that as well. Give him a boost at half time, see if they can get something going creatively. We'll stick on this screen just to see if that does change at all. And it is this side that changes first and foremost. Another Facundo Sava goal. A surprise hit in the shit league. I completely forgot to stop it at 60 minutes, Rocks. I'll be honest, I was only watching this side of the screen. Absolutely nothing created whatsoever. Never in doubt, never in danger. And all three of the top 3 teams, all 4 in fact of the top 3 teams, ratings of course. You did good. You did very good. There we go. I'll pop that screen up for you as well. Look. Nobody's asked for that screen, surprisingly, so it's nice to see it. That is a real body blow for Tato, who has started now potentially to lose sight of the 4 teams above him. Still well and truly in the playoff hunts, potentially even in the championship hunt, in all honesty. I know that's the fucking joke, you ball bag. And this is why fucking stats are on the screen now. Look, you prick. Let me know when you've done a screenshot. But yeah, that's a bad 3 points to have thrown away at home as well. Presumably, this is the exact same point as I made earlier as well, which is a surprising twist of fate. Not a single home win. Not a single home win in all of the games that we just played. Only Fifey lets the side down by not scoring 2 away from home tonight. Only one to drop points away from home as well. You didn't know that were coming. Right, on to the important game of the night. Fans unhappy with Bebeto. The board's unhappy with Bebeto. Oof, it's not gone well. This is another supporter protest. Click straight through. Lots of injured players and suspended players to worry about for next week. Oh dear. And of course, now it comes through. So earlier, Fifey, when we were talking about that striker, that you needed a good striker to come in and play for you. That's why. There we go. That was why he didn't want to come last time around. So there you go. There you go. You can see I do not hide behind lies. Gianni Comandini had no interest in moving to Australia. There you go. And that's why he does not play for you. Right, so let's go on to the main event for the night. Funky Unicorns in Oceania Cup action. Against Nadi. Nish Kumar in defence. The Fijian version. And I've just made a fuckload of changes. Just thrown any old fucking players in. The only player to maintain his place in the team is Enzo Maresca. And that's because Alonso's injured. So we'll absolutely steam through this one as quick as possible. Alexis Lalas gets a start because he's got fucking brilliant hair. Oh, I'd hope to see plenty of purple. Oh, that is very upsetting not to see at least a 1 on this side. And this has got a Champ Manning written all over it. Fucking hell. 13 shots, no goals. 14 shots, 9 shots on target, not a goal. That keeper must be on a 15 out of 10. Fucking hell. Alexis Lalas on a stinker. I'm going to keep this screen on because it's going to upset me if it goes above 20 without a goal going in, which I think there's a very real possibility of it doing. At least they've had a shot on target now. Finally, Diego Forlan, for the 18th time of asking. There we go. And now the floodlights are open. Zelcho Kalach with another clean sheet. 20 shots on target. Only won 2-0. That should be... No, still not through yet. Fucking dog shit. One of their players had all of Saji Burton's first names. I don't know who Saji Burton is. Is he Dion's brother? There's an Alexander Arnold for them as well, was there? There was indeed, yeah. Tony Jameson, obviously. Now, Tony Jameson, was he the fella, I want to say, did a whole stand-up gig based around Champ Manager 0102? I'm sure he did. Or have I made that up? No, I've made that up. Yeah, love to see Alexander Arnold in there. That's a lot of names. How is that a random name that you've come up with? Lenin. Fucking Lenin. Yeah, that was Jamie Tony. You're right, that was Jamie Tonyson. Yeah. Right, I've got a feeling there's some more games to come. At some point. I know I've got a game on Wednesday the 16th. I like it. Yes, I'm playing Arsenal in 2 days' time, but I've got a feeling that I might have a game in between there as well. Yeah, I do. I've got 2 games in 2 days. This is fucking ridiculous. Excellent. I'm not trying to bring in Abu Bakari Yakuba. Nobody look. Yes, Ian Android. The prototypical Peter Crouch with Ian Android. Right. Maresca. I'm going to drop for Dunlap. I think that should be nobody who is in the first team for the next game. In the team. I don't think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do I think Steer's already done his out of league signing, I'm afraid. So no, is the quick answer there. Let's get this one over and done with. That's a bit better. Wow. Absolute star tactical switch that was. Goalkeeper's not quite as good as the last game. Freddie Bobic on his debut. Ah, there we go, fair enough. It might have got worse, in fairness. I don't need changes. Let's fucking get through it. Ah, shit. Yes, they do have to be under 150 on the save as it stands. Another fucking 20-ish shots on target. 40 shots on target in 2 games. And fucking 7 goals. It's terrible. Right. I will double check. I'll tell you what, while that's loading, I'm going to double check on Comodini. I don't know if you can see this on screen, but I am opening up Scout. And yeah, Gianni Comodini, so his potential ability is 156 down, but he is only 142 current ability in the league. So he's either got shitter. Ooh, that's a good signing. Here we go. Into the semi-final, which is going to be played in 2 fucking days' time. Jesus, what a fucking game to play. Right. Available only. Let's go back to the fucking normal tactic. Odd. I might have a check on that, Dan. I use your spreadsheet fairly regularly when I'm skiving off work. Let's see, 91%. He's gonna have to play anyway. No. Yeah, no. They are starters. No. They are starters. Yeah, that'll do it. Minus, potentially then, Dan, his -2 has just put him at 156 potential ability, and he also started at 156 and has got worse. I do normally let him be captain. Alright, lovely. I don't think there was any changes absolutely no changes at all for Shamrock as well. Haven't seen Aston popping in. Still no Vargas back. No, he's still injured. So Vasilevsky gets another one. Lovely. Right, so my depleted and tired team take on their second game in 2 days. Like fucking Liverpool when they played in the Club World Cup. Took one manager to one place and the fucking kids got dicked 6-0 by Aston Villa in the cup, if I remember right. Oh, fucking hell. First shot on target goes in. Carini having a great game. Marcin Vasilevsky, Leicester City legend, elbow extraordinaire, and Premier League winner. Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, I had a really good save with Slash Rowclaw. It's part of a journeyman, and he was my star man. Managed to pick up Radoslav Kaluzhny on a freebie about 3 seasons in, and Vasilevsky kept him out of the team. So Asna, I'd be surprised if he made any changes. Satmar, but there's no defensive midfielder on the bench, so you can't really do a lot there. Shout out if anybody would consider a change on Aston's behalf while you're there, while I look at what I can do other than bang my head against the desk. Fuck. Lovely. And away we go. Come on, Chewie. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck. Ugh. Well, at least we've got a corner. Yeah, I'm thinking Q4 for Donovan. And then can Andrews play defensive midfield? No. Gary Green can't be on it, I don't think can either. Well, no, I'll tell you what. Maybe Harasimovic should bring on for Donovan rather than Q4. That's what has been done in the past. Condition. No, nothing drastic there needs changing. I'm not convinced there's much I can do, really. Let's go to the end and hope for the best. But I think this might be another Arsenal win, and me throwing away. Come on, Chewie. Fucking get in there. There we go. You the Elmander. Down to 10 men. I've snuck a point there. I mean, on the face of it, well deserved. Probably should have won it, in all honesty, with that profligacy in front of goal. But an informed Shea Given has been the difference there between the two. Arellano's had a good game, but Elmander off the bench made a big difference. Again, still no shots off target at all in the league for Chewie. Not a single shot off target. Still no goals in the league. Unbelievable. But, of course, we will round out the night, finishing off this fucking Olympic Cup nonsense that I'm still in somehow. Why that's still not gone through. Leah Hughes. Transfer. We shall try again. Right. Come on, let's just get this fucking last game out of the way. Lots of fucking tired players. Right, Callag's playing. What's Daniel Alifi like on the save? I shall have a look. He's probably one of the players that got randomly sort of binned off at the start. And when I released all the players, but let's have a look. Right, I've got one defensive midfielder available. Lovely. We're going well so far. Maresca's fucked. Cambiasso was like that in the last game of fairness, so he can play. Side midfielder. There we go. Barosh and Fori Key up front. Chewy on the bench with Elmander. Go through to this game. We'll finish this game off and we'll call it a night unless I get to the final and I have to play another fucking game. That's an early start. Is that Jason Dazelle? No. Seb Dazelle, his brother. Jamie Cullen's brother Emil. Howard Pounder, brother of Quarter. Teddy Sheringham's brother on the bench. A lot of famous brothers. Ridings and Pounder. Sounds like a good weekend. How am I going to get to that magic 20 shots on goal for a third OFC game running? It's going to be close. One more. There we go. I was going to say, I didn't think a 40 key was ever going to fucking score at this rate. There we go. Into the final. Excellent. Of course, the final's probably going to be tomorrow. Might have to have another look, Swanee, for another striker. There's no fucking final. And presumably the other semi-final's not been played yet, so I've got to wait for that fucking game to be done. Excellent, lovely. Well done, Ray Parler. Tomorrow, of course it fucking is. Why wouldn't it be? The team I beat earlier. I'm going to beat them 2-0. Did I get 20 shots on target in that? No. Fuming. Only 17. Bringing my average down, that is. Still not conceded a goal either in this tournament. And have I got? I've got 6 days to the next game. Let's have a look. Conditioned. Chile is going up front. Belkovic is playing. Selcho Kalak can stay in goal. What first team football? You get in first team football. 12 creativity. I think Elmander's got to play. He's been playing so well. Drummack played well in the last one, but Eriksson's got to be the main man. And defenders. Back to the tried and tested. In fact, I might pop in there. Defensive midfield, obviously Maresca, as he is the bester. Die. I'll tell you what, I'm playing. Ooh, Ferreira on the left, Elmander on the right. With Paradolano. Bit of a rest. Forlan on the bench, along with Drummack as well. And most importantly, will I get to 20 shots on target? Score with the first touch again, and with the second touch. It's going well. Has Chewy scored yet? No goals for Chewy yet. What's he doing? That's a third. That's a fourth. I don't even know if Chewy's on penalties. 4-0 at half time and 5 shots on target. Still no Chewy goal. Elmander again with a fifth. Still no Chewy goal. This is fucking bullshit. In off the post, that was Chewy, surely. I can't see. It's underneath. There it is. Chewy scored. Excellent. Good boy. And another 20 yards out to seal the victory. What a player. Man of the match as well, surely. Gets a 9, not man of the match. His third goal, second and third goal for the club. Picks up the what have I won? The OFC Champions Cup. Oh, what a team this is. And obviously, for every goal that you score and every shot you have on target, on goal in the OFC, you of course get an extra £1 million to spend in the next draft. So that will be added straight in. How many shots on target did I have in the end? Only 11. Fucking bullshit. Absolute shit. Right. And with that, highest of high achievements, I would bid you all adieu. I'll crack on with the save right through to the next match, matches which should be on the 26th. Saturday the 26th, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Everybody's playing again. Lovely stuff. And then a split week a week after. But yeah, I'll click through. These are your games for the week. The Leicester derby of my funky unicorns against Fifey's co-Roma in that sort of close to potentially playoffs. That sort of second pack of playoff hopefuls. Should be an interesting game. Any other good fixtures there? I mean, there's the headline act, is it not? Third against fifth. Rock against potato. Usually, paper is the issue against rocks. But can you make paper out of potatoes? Who knows? In-form superstars playing just as in form, even more so, Dukla Prague. Yeah. Not only unbeaten in 5, won all 5. The in-form Nickery Knights won 4 out of 5. Cannot complain. Up to 7th in the last 5 games there. Only lost 1 in 5. 3 draws, a win and a loss. Not bad at all, considering how shit the team are. But this sort of tail end here is where you've got to be worrying if you're really, or if you're Gunners. And in fairness, Sandfield there are not had the best of luck on the last 3 games. Yeah, no cause to panic potentially for myself and Ebbs. Still, the goal scoring chart, he's not scored in a few games. Still well out in front. Well out in front. Bernardo Romeo, Dan Jimenez, also not played in a long while, has been caught up by his teammate and an in-form striker for Kundo Sava. A surprising name. Armin Fucini, absolute dogshit player, somehow up there near the top. And Donati not playing for the Gunners, 8 goals. Unbelievable. Oh, fuck you, Akubu, you absolute prick. What do I need in terms of players? Interested abroad centre backs. Let's see what we can have a look at. I think Balletti's going to be too good. Kiwi's probably going to be too good. Kale would almost certainly be too good. Unai Emery? No. Let's go Tellers. Maybe Abzab? Next to Neto. Player I've never had before. Don't know if he's any good. Might have a look. Chris is a player I like. That might be a player I go for. Borden I've never had before either. He's supposed to be good. Looks okay. Anyway, that's something I can do in my own time. Just click through, try and get through to Saturday on screen, so I can then save it. Ooh, I've got another butt of the joke potentially coming into the league. This is taking fucking ages. So much admin. Right, as it's 10:30, nobody wants to fucking see this shit. So I will. Well, there we go. We can announce a new sign-in live on the show. Vladimir Butt, welcome to the shit league. Ed Fat's got his man. I'll tell you what. Let's have a look for. I spelled that wrong. Oh, yeah, add an extra F in for no real reason. There you go. So he's one of the fucking players that's stuck in limbo for no reason in the reserve team. I mean, looks dog shit, in fairness. Hopefully once his contract runs out, he'll fuck off somewhere else. Mark resumes full training. Big boost for the Flamingos. No title hopes. Come on. Right, we're 1 day away. We're nearly there. So close, we can smell the notes. Sam in a prick. There we go. Right, so the save will be up shortly. There is your fixtures for next week. I might do it, excuse me, on Tuesday, as presumably Steer's forgotten that he runs his own league, and might give Fifey a chance to join on comms. Potentially that might be one I get somebody else to have a look at the team for, as that's fallen lower and lower down the priorities, in all honesty. The big Yorkshire derby as well, with Stee and Thacker. See if they're both available. Might have a full-on co-com fest with all of those big battles there. See how we go. But yeah, thanks all of those who have stuck with it for another shit show. Thanks to all your managers again for not resigning this week, as has been the fashion. And we will see you all again next week. Fingers crossed.